Happy day to all our lovely viewers. Alvina here with the 10th News Bulletin for the year 2024-25. This News Bulletin is an exclusive presentation wherein I have an opportunity to present to you our budding young authors who went all out to give shape to their creativity in the form of a book. These are our fellow classmates who published their books through BriBooks Publishing House, which is the world's leading publishing house for students. Our young authors were also a part of the International Book Fair which was held at USA recently. These books are available on BriBooks apps or their website for the viewers to purchase. Here are the review of our authors. Congratulations on getting your book published through BriBooks Publishing House. It's really good to know that your book was displayed in the National Young Authors Fair held in America, which is one of the largest book writing competitions held for school students.
Thank you for giving this opportunity to me to express my views on publishing a book.
What inspired you to write this book?
When I was younger, I used to read a lot of storybooks and novels, and I have this habit of thinking of new stories and creating unrealistic stories which are fun to read. But this is not my first book. I had written my first book, but I lost the file. It was in my laptop, and unfortunately I couldn't publish it.
How did you choose your content?
It is actually inspired by my friend group. We are 4 friends who love to do adventures and new things. So this book is also about 4 friends who have gone on an adventurous trip.
Was your school helpful in providing the platform needed?
Yes, my school was the one who introduced me to the app and website. The app and website were very user-friendly, which helped us publish our book easily.
How do you feel after your book being published?
I feel really proud that I have achieved something. Not very great, but yeah, something happened.
Were your parents happy about your achievement?
Yes, they were actually really proud. Initially, they didn't know I was publishing my own book. They thought I'm doing a school project. Then after I finished writing the book, I told them that I have published my very first, my book, and they were very proud. And they were surprised that I have done it sitting at home and so easily. So they were happy about it. And then my dad, sent it to his friends, and most of his colleagues and friends bought my book. They read the story and they really liked it.
Are you happy with your writing skills?
To start, it is okay, but I need to improve it.
Why did you choose this title?
Actually, this story is about friends going on an adventurous trip. So when they go out, they see sunset and sunrise everywhere, and they are seeking something new and different. So I thought this title would be better, The Sun Seeker Souls.
Thank you so much for joining us on this interview, and I hope you keep writing and keep us updated about your new achievements.
Thank you so much. I'll keep you posted.
Thank you, Imani. I know a lot of my viewers also love a bit of adventure in their lives. Congratulations on getting your book published through BriBooks Publishing House. It's really great to know that your books were displayed in the National Young Authors Fair held in America, which is also one of the world's largest book writing competition for school students.
Thank you so much for inviting me here. It's my pleasure to join you.
What inspired you to write this book?
Series related to crime scenes inspired me a lot to write this book.
Are you satisfied with your writing skills?
Yeah, I am satisfied with my writing skills, but I think I have to improve still.
What inspired you to choose this title?
I like the element of mystery, which is also the plot of my story. Hence, I thought this name was appropriate.
Thank you so much for joining us here on this interview, and I hope you keep writing and updating us about your progress.
Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to share my views.
Crime thrillers are my personal favorite too. Thank you, Alia. Congratulations on getting your book published through BriBooks Publishing House. It's really great to see your books being displayed in the National Young Authors Fair, which is also the largest book writing competition for young students.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm overjoyed to have you interview me.
What inspired you to write this book?
Movies like Train to Busan and All of Us Are Dead has inspired me a lot since I'm into horror themed stories, and web comics like Sweet Home and One Day Swell has inspired me a lot too.
What inspired you to choose this content?
My content was not of any plagiarism, but in fact was of lot of comic books, my own imagination and my own creativity, and from a lot of movies.
Were your parents happy about this achievement?
Yes, they were happy about my achievement.
Can you give us a gist of your story?
Yes, the gist of my story was about a girl's life whose life turned upside down due to the zombie apocalypse breakout. And at the end of the story, it shows us that at the end, it's only you who you should trust and believe upon.
Was your school helpful in providing you the platform needed?
Yes, my school was so helpful that they provided a platform which helped publish my book and helped me grow my passion for writing books, short stories and novels, etc.
Thank you so much for joining us here on this interview, and I hope you keep writing more books and keep us updated about your progress.
Thank you so much for letting me be in this interview and help me express my opinion and views on my published book.
Truly a masterpiece by Bhanavi. I'm sure my viewers also look forward to such exciting stories. Congratulations on getting your book published through BriBooks Publishing House. It's really great to see your books being displayed in the National Young Authors Fair held in America, which is also one of the largest book writing competitions for young students.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to express my views of publishing my book.
What inspired you to write this book?
I like the subject of literature, and I was reading many poems. I like to write stories and all. So I just wanted to feel how an author of being is. So I just published a book like this.
Thank you so much for joining us here on this interview, and I hope you keep writing and keep us updated.
Thank you for having me here. It's a great pleasure.
Thank you, Afifa. Adventure is an exciting theme to work on. Congratulations on publishing your book through BriBooks Publishing House. It's really great to know that your book was displayed in the National Young Authors Fair held in America, which is also one of the world's largest book writing competitions for young school students. What inspired you to write this book?
Ever since I was 8, I used to write books. So the books that I used to read, the authors inspired me. My parents encouraged me to write these books.
How do you feel after your book being published?
I feel proud and happy that I have accomplished something in my life, and that my school also supported me to do this. My parents encouraged me a lot. So yeah, I feel proud.
How did you choose your content?
Ever since I was young, I used to write short stories and more like that, stuff like that. So my own creativity led to this book that I have accomplished.
Thank you so much for coming with us to this interview, and I hope you keep writing a lot of books and keep us updated about it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Huda. We look forward to more of your works. Congratulations on getting your book published through BriBooks Publishing House. It's really great to see your books being displayed in the National Young Authors Fair, which is held in America. It is also one of the largest book writing competitions for young students.
Thank you for having me over here for the interview.
What inspired you to write this story?
I love listening to the stories, then I thought I could write the stories of my own, so I started.
Will you keep writing in the future?
Yes, I will.
Were your parents happy about this achievement?
Yes, they were happy about my achievement. They gifted me lamp so that I can write whenever I feel to.
Thank you so much for joining us here on this interview, and I hope you keep writing and keep us updated about your progress. Families are truly inspiring and supportive. Thank you, Subia, for sharing your experience.
Congratulations on publishing your book through BriBooks Publishing House. It's really good to know that your book has been displayed in the National Young Authors Fair held in America, which is also one of the world's largest book writing competition held for young students.
Thank you for having me over here. It's a great pleasure to join you.
So why did you choose this title?
Like Anne Frank once said, the dead receive more flowers than the living because regret is stronger than love. I believe that people choose to have guilt over gratitude and not appreciate people when we have them around.
Will you continue writing in the future?
Yes, because I have a great passion for literature and I love literature, and as Franz Kafka once said, all I am is literature and I'm not able to or willing to be anything except that.
Can you give a gist of your story?
Yes, of course. The story is about a young boy of 14 named Ari, and he is a victim of parental negligence. We always talk in public shows and TVs, we always see about the elders talking about how children leave their parents, but none of them really raise a voice against parental negligence, and I think that I wanted to bring that out the most.
Thank you so much for joining us here in this interview, and I hope you keep writing more books in the future.
I thank you too. It was my pleasure to join you. I thank my school for the opportunity they gave me to publish my own book. The next news bulletin will be the last bulletin for the year 2024-25. Once again, I thank all my budding authors, and we eagerly anticipate fresh perspectives and captivating stories that you will bring to the world of literature. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. This is Alvina Jo signing off.